My name is Festus, and today I want to introduce you to game of numbers in estimating gestation in weeks as per age gained after birth. Let me talk about normal gestational age before I introduce you to the game. Normal gestational age is defined in different datas as 2.5 to 3.3 kilograms. In other details, it's that like in Kenyatta we talk of 2.5 kilograms to 3.9 kilograms. Then we have small for gestational age. Small for gestational age is when the baby has been born, for example, with 800 grams, but he or she completed 36 or 37 weeks of gestation. In large for gestational age is where a baby is born of 5 kilograms but has completed 37, 36, 34 weeks of gestation. Now, we also have classification of low birth weight infants, and we start with the borderline low birth weight, BLBW, where we talk of 2,000 to 2,499 grams. Then we have mild low birth weight, MLBW, where we talk of 1,500 grams to 1,999 grams. And then we have very low birth weight, VLBW, where we talk of 1,000 to 1,499 grams. Then we have extremely low birth weight, or sometimes called very low birth weight, less than 1,000 grams. Then we also talk of classification of preterm, and in classification of preterm we talk of borderline preterm, being born 34 to 36 weeks of age. Then we have what we call mild preterm, the baby who is born between 32 to 34 weeks. And very preterm is a baby born in between 28 and 32 weeks. Then we have extremely preterm or very preterm, a baby born in less than 28 weeks, talk of 20, 22 and so forth. Then let me now introduce you to the game of numbers when you are estimating gestational age in weeks for weight. Professors will teach you and give you the data, but it's upon you either to cram or to know how to master them. But I want you to give you a simpler mathematics on how to estimate gestational age in weeks when you are given, for example, when you are given a baby of 700 grams birth weight. How will you know gestation in weeks? For example, this baby the mother comes from the slum, or comes from where the baby has been born in at home where there is no measurement anthropometric taken, and now is brought to Kenyatta. How are you going to estimate? And there are no details, no previous medical information given. So very first we are going to take 22 as our starting. Above, using the Leopold maneuver, above umbilical cord we start at 20, about it's 20, 22. Then at umbilical cord is 20, then below is below 20. So at 22 gestational age in weight, we are going to have 500 grams. Now from there, in 22, you just count 23, adding game of 1. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, up to 29. Then when you reach 29, you cross over to the grams, to their weight, and you get 1300 grams. Then on the other side of weight, as you count 22, you are going to add 100 on top of 500. So 23, 600, 24, 700, and so forth. So we are going to fill the game of ones: 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Then on the side of weight, we are going to add 23, 600, 23, 600, 24, 700, 25, 800, 26, 900, 27, 1000, 28, 1100, and these are grams, 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 grams. And we have completed a game of numbers number 1, adding 1 and adding 100. Now we are going to introduce another game of 500. Now after 29, you are going to count up to 30. Then you start again game of 2s. You start 32, you have 32, 34, 36, and 38 until you reach 40 completed weeks of gestational age. Then on the other hand, year 29, we have 1300 grams. 30, we have 1500 grams. So here what has been done is to add from 1100, you add 500 minus 300. 500 minus 300, you are going to get 200. Add 200, you get 1300. And then again, game of 500, you add 500 minus 300 again. So you are going to say 500 minus 300, you get 200. Then this 200 is what you are going to add on top. You get 13 plus 200 is 1500. Then again you add 500 minus 200. 500 minus 200, you are going to get 1500. You are going to get 300. 300 plus 1500, you are going to get, at 32 weeks, you are going to get 18 estimated grams. Then at 34, the game is going to change. Now instead of adding 500 minus a number, you are going to add 500 to get 2300 grams. You add 500, you add 500 again at 36 weeks, and you are going to get 2800 grams. Now here the game changes again. Instead of adding 500, you're going to add 400, and you're going to get 3200 grams. And that is the game. It is very simple. Let me take you through again. here we are adding 1 up to 29. You count 22, 23 up to 29. Then when you cross over, you count 500 from 500 grams. You add 100, you count in hundreds. 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, up to 1000. Then at 28, you add 100 to get 1100. So after that, you are going to introduce a different game of numbers, which is 500 minus 300. You are going to get 200. 200 plus 1100, you are going to get 1300. Then the game still continues. 500 minus 300, 200. You add 200 on top of 1300, you get 1500. Then here the game is still the same. 500 minus 200. Here you change 500 minus 200, you get 300. You get 200, sorry. 500 minus 300, you get 200. Then 1300 plus 200, get 1500. Here the game changes to 500 minus 200 plus 15, you are going to get 1800. After that, again the game changes to 500. You are not going to minus. 1800 plus 500, you get 2300. Then 2300 plus 500, you're going to get 2800. Then the game changes to 400. You are going to add 400 instead of 500. 2800 plus 400, you're going to get 3200. Then the game again changes as you go down. From 3200 plus 300, you're going to get for 3500 grams. So here the game changes. It's just a matter of changing the numbers, and that is the game of numbers. Easier to estimate the gestational age in weeks for weight given. For example, now an example, you're going to be given a baby of 700. Now 700 grams, they may be twins. In most cases you get twins who are 700, 650 grams. So how are you going to estimate the weight? Now you are going to minus that 700 minus 500. What are you going to get? You are going to get 200. Now 200, you are going to add two numbers, the game of ones on the other side. You're going to add 2 from 22. You're going to count 23, 24, you get 700 grams. It is that easy. But as I said, this game does not replace what you have in your guidelines according to the hospital or the unit, or according to the pediatric protocol of each country. Each Ministry of Health defines gestational age for weight in different ways according to their data or the research found. So basically that is easy, and you are going to use it in your newborn in the pediatric, and you are going to come out happily because now you know how to estimate the gestational age for weeks using a weight of the baby. Thank you.